Today I'm making scallion oil noodles. It is a very simple recipe and what you need is just a few ingredients. You need scallion, some ginger, some onion, some seasoning like soy sauce and of course oil, and basically that's it. And the restaurant loves it because it's easy to make and the cost is also very low. But definitely you can make it at home. So today I'm going to make it and I would like to share with you how I do it today. I got the scallion from the market today. It is already clean. It is still wet just now. I have already dried it with a kitchen towel because afterwards we are going to deep fry it and I do not want it to splatter. Cut the green section. Divide the green and the white section separately. And then cut it into about 1 inch in length. And as for the white section, mash it a little bit so that when we deep fry it, the flavor will come up easily. As for the onions, I also need to prepare the onion, so cut it into thin slices. And also I need some ginger. I have already cut the ginger into slices just now. Heat the oil in a pan slightly. We do not want it to be too hot. And because we want to start to deep fry the ingredients slowly to extract the flavor. If you put your hand on just on the surface, you feel the warmth, that is already good enough. We don't want to make it too hot. We actually want to start it off with low heat. So let's put in the onion first. The reason why we start with low heat is because we want to extract the flavor slowly. When the onions start to change the color a little bit, we add the white section of the scallion. The reason I add the white section of the scallion later is because they are relatively thinner than the onion and they require shorter time to cook through. And after the onions change the color a little bit more, then add the green section of the scallion. That is the thinnest one and the one that requires the least time to cook. And of course, we also have to add the ginger into it. In fact, I should have put in the ginger slightly earlier. Now let it cook for a little while until it starts to turn slightly brown and slightly crispy. You may notice that now the bubbles start to change from the bigger bubbles to the smaller bubbles. That means most of the moisture has already evaporated and very soon it will start to change to slightly golden. The color has already changed. If I continue for another 2 minutes, then very likely that it will be overly done and it will start to develop a bitter taste. So I need to remove all this from the oil right now by letting it through a wire mesh strainer. Let me squeeze out as much oil as possible. And then transfer it to a piece of paper towel. Then spread it out and let it cool down. The next step is to add some oil that we have already filtered just now. Put it into a small pan, heat it up, and then add the sugar into it to make a caramel. This is an optional step. You may not want to do it. It will not affect it too much, but by doing so, it actually serves two purposes. First is the caramel adds color to it. Secondly, the caramel is sticky. So what happens is the oil will be able to cling on to the noodles more effectively. Now the sugar has already melted and changed color. It's very hot, so let me keep it aside first. So what's next now is to put the oil back to the pan after filtering and add the caramel into it. And then the light soy sauce and also some dark soy sauce. Now return most of the fried scallion and onion into it and keep just a little bit for garnish afterwards. Let it cook down for a little while to concentrate a little bit, but not too much because otherwise it will be too salty. Let's check. You see now the soy sauce is partially be able to coat the metal spoon. It's the time to stop it. Now I need to let it pass through a wire mesh strainer again to remove all the solids. This is the final result of the scallion oil. It's almost finished, but I still need to cook some noodles for the sauce. And this is a kind of a Shanghai noodles that I always used for this recipe. To cook it just according to the instruction on the packaging, because different company, different thickness of the noodles may need different timing. According to the packaging of the noodle that I use, it requires 3 minutes to cook. Now add the scallion oil onto it and mix together. You can enjoy this noodle on its own, or if you feel that you would like to add some meat, I have some red cooked pork with me, which is complement to the noodles. That's how to make scallion oil noodles, and I hope you will love it. Let me try. The oil is infused with all the flavor from the scallion and also the onions, and the ginger is incredibly flavorful. And if you would like to have the recipe, I have included it in the description below the video and also at the end of this video for reference. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will love this. Try it out, let me know the result, and I hope I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.